The West Bengal government has banned the film Kerala Story. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee was quoted saying the aim was to avoid any incident of hatred and violence and to maintain peace in the state. The BJP has come out all guns blazing, with Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur telling India Today those banning the movie are standing with terrorist organizations like the Islamic State. The battle lines are clearly drawn over this film that claims to expose an organized campaign to convert girls and sell them in Syria and Yemen.
Shalini Unnikrishnan, a Hindu from Kerala.
Tell me, when exactly you joined ISIS?
ISIS कब ज्वाइन किया ये जानने के लिए क्यों ज्वाइन किया और कैसे ज्वाइन किया ये जानना जरूरी है.
The political war over the Kerala Story intensified, with West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee formally announcing a decision to ban the film to avoid any incident of hatred and violence and to maintain peace in the state.
I will request the state government chief minister, very sad that your party is working with BJP and that BJP is showing the Kerala files a distorted stories.
Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur hit out at the ban. The minister strongly spoke in favor of the film, insisting those opposing the film stood with radical Islamist organizations like the Islamic State and the banned Popular Front of India or PFI.
Why is she taking away the right of the West Bengal people to see the reality of this ISIS and the people who are behind the agenda of promoting the terrorist activities?
AIMIM Chief and Member of Parliament Asaduddin Owaisi too dived into the Kerala Story controversy, hitting out at the Narendra Modi government.
प्रधानमंत्री एक्टर के साथ साथ पिक्चर के प्रोमोटर भी बन गए. एक देश का प्रधानमंत्री जो अंबेडकर के बनाए हुए संविधान पर ओथ लेता है, 130 करोड़ जनता का प्रधानमंत्री है और एक पिक्चर को प्रमोट करते हैं, वो भी झूठी.
Tamil Nadu government has also cited law and order and poor response to the film to take it off the screens. But the BJP in the state accused the MK Stalin government of strong-arm tactics.
Instead of doing everything to control this violent mob, the government is pressurizing the theatre owners to do away with the screening of this movie.
In Jharkhand, Congress MLA Irfan Ansari insisted the Kerala Story would not be permitted to be screened in the state and warned cinema theatres of consequences.
फिल्म से किसी एक वर्ग को ठेस पहुंचाने का काम किया गया है, जिससे लोगों में भारी आक्रोश है. अच्छा. लोग क्रोधित हैं. कुछ भी मतलब मैंने समझा के रखा है कि कोई आवेश में मत आए.
However, BJP President JP Nadda not only saw the film in Karnataka but also encouraged young women to watch the film to be aware of the new form of silent terrorism that was exposed by the film. Speaking exclusively to India Today, he said this film highlighted poisonous terrorism.
नए किस्म का आतंकवाद है जिसमें आवाज नहीं होती है और जो बहुत ही भयानक रूप है, और ये भयानक रूप को केरला स्टोरी इसको एक्सपोज करती है.
West Bengal may have banned the film and Tamil Nadu may have pulled it off screens, but Madhya Pradesh has made the film tax-free. The producer of the film, Vipul Amritlal Shah, insists that the film is not against any religion but only exposes terrorism. Bureau Report, India Today. Is the Mamata Banerjee government decision to ban the film The Kerala Story, citing law and order, correct? Who is the threat from when the film, according to the producer, is anti-terror and isn't against any religion? Joining me for more on this big story is Dr. Anaga Jaygopalan, a young physiotherapist from Kerala, who says she had converted to Islam under pressure and has since reconverted to the Sanatan Dharma. Also with me is Shruti O, another victim of this pressure to convert to Islam. once again back in the Sanatan Dharm. Saira Shah Halim is a writer and analyst. Also with me is Shubhrasta. She's a political analyst and writer. But Dr. Anaga, I want to begin by asking you, the Mamata Banerjee government decision to ban the film. Have you seen this film? And given what you've been through, should this film be banned or should it be shown, ma'am?
It is so sad that the Bengal government has banned the movie. I have watched the movie and actually it is really close to my life. And the strategies shown in the film or the scenes in the film actually are not at all exaggerated. It's all real. I'm worried that why this Bengal government and also Tamil Nadu government also, they are banning the film. I don't know why. Whether they are supporting terrorism or what. Because the theme of this film itself is the cruelty or their strategies of terrorists, their group, their recruiting system and all. But why these governments are banning this type of film which clearly depicts the cruelty or agenda of ISIS terrorists?
You're saying it's cruelty, you're calling them terrorists. Let me also bring in Shruti into this conversation. Shruti, you're also from Kerala. Were you also forced to convert, and how were you forced to convert? Why didn't you resist? What happened?
See, it was 10 years back that I got converted to Islam. I got influenced towards Islam from my graduation time classmates, and while I was teaching, my colleagues also supported me or influenced me towards Islam. And I'm a victim of ideological jihad actually. And here there is a brainwashing system existing in all over the world right now. Brainwashing system in the sense brainwashing towards different anti-national ideologies, anti-Hindu ideologies, and anti-human ideologies, if I say.
No, explain. Sorry, before I bring in Saira Shah Halim and Shubhrasta, explain how were you brainwashed and why didn't you resist?
To me, you are asking, sir?
Yes, Shruti ji.
Sir, I hadn't any notion about the conversion or anything like that earlier. But my classmates who were frequently asking me questions regarding related to my dharma, my mother religion, I was unable to answer properly for that as I am ignorant regarding that. And later on, they were creating confusion in my mind, asking frequent questions related to all my religion and all. When they have seen that I got confused and all, they began to criticize my mother religion as why you people are worshipping Shivalinga. It is just like a human organ and you are not supposed to worship it. If you want to worship, why you people are going to temple? Like in a bad way, they were criticizing my mother religion.
Okay.
When and they were generating a type of inferiority complex towards the religion in which I born and brought up. So later what happened, the brainwashing strategy they began to work out. Very slowly they were injecting the ideology related to Islam towards my brain in such a way that if anyone listen to that, they will feel that yeah, this ideology is very good. The Allah concept is very good.
No, but were you forced? Were you forced? Were you lured? Was it by force, the conversion?
It is a type of forcing only. It means I am going to college for what? Education purpose. There is no subject there in my college related to religion and all. Why these people are bringing why they people brought religious textbooks or religious content towards a girl, in front of a girl who is going to college for an education purpose?
Okay. Let me bring in Saira Shah Halim. Okay. Saira, victims of what is termed as jihad or forced conversion say this film must be shown. It exposes the terrorists, as Dr. Anaga puts it, who are forcibly converting young girls to Islam. The film, they say, is an eye-opener. Why should it be banned, ma'am?
Yeah, you're asking this to me?
Yes, Saira.
Okay, so the thing is, I'm all for free speech, Gaurav. Absolutely fine. Nothing should be banned. The problem here is that why isn't the PM Modi talking about his home state? The 40,000 women have gone missing according to the latest NCRB report. And so many women got missing in 2016, then in 2017, right up till 2019. Why isn't a film being made on, Gujarat stories? And another point is, why should a PM of a democratic country go to a state that is, having elections, and then you go promote a movie? Is he a PR person, or is he the Prime Minister of this
So
beautiful
you're
country?
not
The point
answering
is
the
that
victims, you're
once
making
you
a
become the
political
Prime
point.
Minister,
There are
you
two
have to
victims on the
understand
show.
that he is representing the entire country. He's not a representative of the political party.
Ma'am, there
But
are two
here,
victims on the
it
show.
is actually
No
really
sympathy for the
strange that he
victims.
needs to promote
Sir,
a film in
Okay.
the midst of a very
Sir,
high-pitched election in
Gauravji, I have
Karnataka. It is very
Shruti,
strange
Shruti wants to
that he's
respond.
doing that.
Shruti, I'm coming
And
to
I
you in
think
just
that
a
has
moment.
been taken into
Okay,
account.
I have an answer
Shubrasta, Shubrasta, this film is being called BJP and RSS propaganda. Some say it's Islamophobic. Others are saying that why is the Prime Minister promoting this film? Why is the BJP President promoting this film? Respond, ma'am. Yes, Shubrasta.
There can be counter questions as to why certain types of film have been promoted by, the Communist Party and the Communist Party ideologues or Communist Party politicians as well. But I don't want to get into that, mudslinging match. The point of the matter is, Gaurav, that people like us have supported movies of all kinds. So even if it was Padmavat, or it was Kashmir Files, or today it's the Kerala story, or earlier it was Urta Punjab, they came from all shades of political hues and ideologies. The directors had all kinds of political ideologies. But, proponents of free speech would not want a ban on any film. Now, the West Bengal government has banned a film, and one of the victims on the show, actually, I would actually not call them victims. They are survivors of this intellectual and physical jihad in more than one ways. These survivors have said time and again that there has been a pattern that in which such conversions have taken place. There is a pattern, and by the way, this Kerala state government on record has gone on to say that there has been an ISIS recruitment situation in Kerala in specific districts, and it is all the dossier is with the state government.
Okay.
How can Saira Shah Halim and writers and analysts or politicians like her completely discount that part? This is by their own government's admission, communist government's admission. Something of this sort has been happening for a long time. Now, you may question the Prime Minister on why he picks up issues.
Already on the back foot.
Saira, I'm still speaking.
Okay,
My dear,
one
I'm
at a
still
time.
speaking.
One at a time. Yeah.
My dear, I'm still responding.
Okay.
Yeah, to her question on why does the Prime Minister choose to do this, and not choose to do that. Well, of course, she is within her legitimate democratic right to answer, to ask a question to the Prime Minister. But we are also in a democracy, and we want to know from Saira Shah Halim, does she stand with the survivors of this entire menace?
Fair enough.
There are two survivors on your show.
There are
Does
two survivors
Saira Shah
on my
Halim
show, and I
have
want to
any
hear
kind
them,
of
and I want
sympathy
our
or
viewers
empathy
also
for
to
these
hear
two
them.
women?
Saira, do you stand with these survivors? They say that they survived that forced conversion. Now they are back in the Hindu fold. They say it's an organized racket. It's organized terrorism. Do they deserve to be heard, Saira?
Firstly, I'm against any kind of forced conversion. Okay, I'll be very clear on that. I'm against any kind of forced conversion. But here, what is happening is the makers of Kerala stories are on the back foot. Here, they had tried to sell propaganda by quoting the figure 32,000 girls were abducted, they were, sent off to Syria and all that. Then they later changed the number to 3 because later the state started questioning them. Then why are you fudging the numbers? The point is, if you are making a fictional film, you should put a disclaimer
Saira,
that
saying
this is
it's
a fictional film. Don't try
it's
and
not
parade
fiction.
fiction as the gospel truth. And
I
Kerala is a
interviewed
very
Vipul
progressive
Amritlal
state.
Shah. I interviewed Vipul Amritlal Shah. He says it's not fiction. But hold on. How is the religion getting defamed, Saira? If it's about terrorism, and when you say terrorism has no religion, how is the religion getting defamed? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, was that question
Yes,
to me?
very clearly to you, Saira Shah Halim. Okay, give me a moment as I try and reestablish that link. But Anagha, what was, Dr. Anagha, what was your experience? Are you comfortable sharing with our viewers what you went through and why you insist on calling it Jihad?
Yeah, actually, first I should introduce myself, no? And my name is Anagha. I am from Thrissur, Kerala. Many channel discussions are going on based on this film Kerala story. I told you earlier that I too watched the film, and at the end actually I bursted out in tears because many scenes in the film was closely related to my life. I too had gone through the conversion strategies exposed in this film, and I want to share some of the experiences actually, so that it will be an eye opener to at least one. That is my hope. Okay. And in my family I have mother, father and two sisters, and I'm the middle one. We were friends more than family. And even though I was born and brought up in a Brahmin family, I didn't got any proper dharmic education, and I was totally ignorant about my dharma, our nation's real history, and current affairs also.
No, but how
So
are you forced to convert is what I want to know.
Ignorance led me to the influence of
no, how are you influenced to convert? That's what I want to know, Dr. Naga.
Yeah, I have to say that I am not at all a victim of love jihad. I am a victim of intellectual jihad. That is through ideological brainwashing. They have been converted. I have been converted to Islam. That firstly, their strategy is like that. Firstly, they will ask questions, and at the confused state, they will criticize us. And after criticizing also, if we have no answer, then they start influencing or injecting their ideology into our brain. And once they noticed that I was interested, they gave me so many videos like of Zakir Naik and Akbar, who is an Islamist in Kerala, and also the Quran translations, that is tafsir. And slowly they taught me about Islam, that the one and only God is Allah, and about the Prophet.
Okay, so they gave you speeches of Zakir Naik and they targeted your religion. How did they target your religion, madam?
My Islamic studies started from my college days. That is, I left for my higher studies, that is for physiotherapy, from home to Ernakulam, and there I stayed in a hostel. And as you see in the film, that roommates, how they ask questions about our religion, and putting us into a confusion. Just like that, I too had to face such questions from my Muslim friends. My roommates were both Hindus, Christians and Muslims, but my Muslim friends were asking so many questions. And as I was unaware of the things, I kept silent. And when they noticed that I was confused, they start criticizing our religion.
Okay. But how would you respond to Dr. Saira Shah Halim, who says that this movie is actually RSS or BJP propaganda, and why is the Prime Minister promoting this film? Is this propaganda in your view?
No, not at all. It is a propaganda of RSS or BJP. Even the Christian organizations are coming forward against this type of love jihad and all. Even the film shows, not only film, the real life characters like Nimisha, Fatima, Nimisha, who has been converted as Fatima. There are 5 people, mainly 5 to 6 people, mainly converted from Kerala, and they have gone to ISIS, right? And out of them, only Nimisha Fatima is the Hindu girl. Other Sonia Sebastian, who became Aisha, Marin, who became Mariam, and Isa, who was Betson, and Yehia, who was Bexon, was these all are Christians. And the Christian organizations have known that this is a threat that love jihad exists and it is a threat to all the nation, and they have also came against this activity.
But Shubrasta, I want to understand from you before I bring in Saira Shah Halim once again into this conversation. Is this the definition of forced conversion? This is slowly influencing perhaps weak minds to accept Islam because as both these young ladies, Dr. Anagha and Shruti are saying, they didn't know about their own religion. They were told that their religion is bad and Islam is good. How is that forced conversion, madam?
It might not sound like forced conversion from the account of these two women on the show. It might not sound like forced conversion, but please understand, Gaurav, that these two women are just two among many whose sentiments and whose emotions and whose life journeys are being depicted in the movie, as we hear on on social media conversations and even even elsewhere. Forced conversion happens when you are at gunpoint or with some sort of threat you are asked to convert to Islam, and we have seen that. We have seen that happening in case of many cases which has been loosely termed as love jihad, and there are many cases right from Uttar Pradesh to Kerala that these cases have been quite rife. Now, whether this movie talks about forced conversion or this movie talks about conversion through an the slow ideological poisoning of mind is something that can be up for debate, and it should be up for debate. It's a film after all. My problem, Gaurav, with this entire conversation is, if you do not like a certain film, please do not watch it. But why will you advocate a ban? Why should a state government ban a particular film? Yes, you may have a problem with certain leaders trying to promote the film, and you are well within your democratic right to air that opinion. But you also have the freedom to watch or not watch it
Absolutely.
This film is out for public consumption.
Let me also bring in Shruti into this conversation. Shruti, should the film be banned or should the film be watched? What would your advice to young girls and their parents be?
See, this film is not supposed to be banned because it should be shown to the all stream of people, not only for the young girls or not only for the women. It is shown to the parents, it is shown to the youngsters, it is shown to the men, it is shown to the religious people also. If these Islamic people are saying, or any other organization people or political parties are saying that this film is just what you say, it's generating Islamophobia, it is against any religion, it is against something, it is against something like that, means these people should stop the brainwashing system and the recruitment system and the terrorism happening here. Everything should be stopped in the name of this religion.
Okay. So you're saying stop brainwashing girls when they go to school
or
college to study?
In the name of religion only. In all the professional colleges. These people are not knowing what is the situation of Kerala. See here, love trap jihad, ideological jihad, and other types of jihad is happening in Kerala. Professional colleges are targeted.
Okay. It's something for parents to be aware of. It's something for young ladies to be aware of. It's for society.
Sir, I would like to answer.
Okay.
Sir, excuse me. I've
run out of time. I've run out of time on this part of the show. But this is a story we'll be tracking very, very closely. To all my guests, Shubrasta, Dr. Anga, Shruti and Saira Shah Halim for joining me here on India First. Many thanks.